Okay, so like I was saying, the calcium I give with D3 like once or twice a month. I try not to give it too often because you know you can actually hurt your chameleon by giving him too much D3. And if you don't give enough D3 and enough calcium, then they can develop what is called as MBD, metabolic bone disease, and you don't want that. Basically, your chameleon's bones, and any reptile for that matter, that is in captivity, if they don't have enough calcium, their bones basically turn into mush, and they're really malleable, and it's not a good thing. And once they start getting on a regular calcium regimen, any deformities that occur stay like that. Also, you're gonna need to get them some of this stuff. ReptiSafe, if you have tap water. Let's see, yeah. You just follow those directions, and it's pretty easy. It's I use it, all the time. A bottle this big lasts quite a while because you only need to put like 2 or 3 drops, per certain ounces, or to 8 fluid ounces, I believe. So yeah, that's really good. This is really good. You're also gonna need, I think, if you're in the chameleon or reptile hobby, you're gonna need something like hot glue gun. Comes in handy. What else? Oh, and I keep my crickets in here. Let me get this out of the way. Keep them in this little tub down here. Hold on one second. I keep the crickets down here. Okay. And there they are. Keep them on this thing. And then there's the food on there. There's the thing. Have a little thermometer in here too. And they're fine. They actually are doing better. I don't really lose many crickets all the time because there's plenty of room in there, and I buy about 100 at a time. Also, I wanted to bring up what else? Oh, Spotlight. Obviously he's basking right now. There's my chameleon. They bask usually early in the mornings when they wake up, and also in the evenings when they are fixing to go to bed. So he's already starting to bask right now, so for the night. What else? Oh yeah, your chameleons are really not meant to be handled. My veiled chameleon, I only handle him whenever I'm going to clean out the cage, and that's once every so often. It doesn't happen too often. If you maintain your cage, you don't have to clean it as often, which is important. You always have to maintain your cage to keep your chameleon healthy. Also, wash your hands after you mess with your chameleon and anything in the cage, because they are carriers of salmonella. Yeah, so you gotta be careful for that. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, also, when you buy plants for your chameleon cage, this is very important. You gotta make sure that the substrate, or you don't really need substrate. As you can see, it's just a waterproof bottom, and the soil on your plants, you need to have it free of those basically the soil that comes with is not good. You need to change it out either way. You also have to wash your plants, the leaves really good, because they might have had pesticides that they were spraying on their plants at the wherever you got your plant from, the nursery, Walmart, or whatever. You need to wash it and be careful with that. And you also need to change out the soil. You need to get a 100% organic soil for your plants. Change it out. Rinse off everything really good. Rinse it off really good. I can't stress that enough, to get all that possible pesticides out. And you got to change out the soil for your plants, because the chameleon will actually come down here, and they'll actually eat, like, I don't know, it's weird, but they kind of eat the dirt for a little bit. Lots of vines. Also, you need to have your chameleon in a place where it's not going to be hit directly by an air conditioner. They don't like that kind of thing. Also, if you have other animals in wherever you're keeping your chameleons, such as natural predators like birds, parrots, or whatever, you need to create a visual barrier. That's also something that's important. They don't like high traffic areas. They need to be in areas where they don't get a lot of attention. Chameleons are mainly display animals. They're not meant to be handled, and they can actually put a pretty sizable bite, and they actually have pretty sharp teeth, really sharp teeth. They're like razor sharp. I mean, they can. There's a couple of guys on the forum, ChameleonForums.com, that have been bitten by a chameleon, and it ended up needing like 5 to 8 stitches on their hand. It was pretty bad. You don't. They're not meant to be handled. Those particular people were just victims of circumstance. They just started cleaning their cage at the wrong time. The chameleon was very agitated at the time. But I think I covered everything. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. Oh, I built this cage also. It's 2.5 by 2.5 by 4 foot tall, and it's also on a base, which is another, I think, 2 foot. So it's like a total of 6 feet, I think, tall, which is basically above eye level. You want your chameleon to be above eye level, that way they can feel safe. They're arboreal and they need to be above eye level, otherwise it'll stress them out. But yeah, that's about it. That's for MarkMatt, I believe, MarkMatt1 on YouTube. There's a user request. If anybody else has a user request of my tarantulas or my chameleons, let me know. Anyways, hope you liked the video. Talk to you guys later. Peace.